Hi, this is the Faithful Poet. I'm back again. And I want to thank all the new faithful followers that I've accumulated. I'm real excited about that, and I want to thank you. I hope you've seen some of the posts I put out. I think that they're pretty cool. I like a lot of them. I'll say, "Oh, that's my favorite," and they're like, "You say that on all of them." Well, it's because I'm talking about gratitude, right? This is the 13th podcast, right? And the name of it is gratitude. And just want to put out a word to really kind of look at that, right? What is gratitude, right? What's it all about, right? And why is it important to me, right? And to the next person. And truly, I look at it as like sometimes the world is just like pushing fear, you know. If you get on the news and if sometimes if you just listen to some family or maybe friends or whatever, everybody's pushing these stories around, of what's going on in the world right now, and there's all this fear that's getting stirred about, and I'm gonna dare to be grateful in a world that's pushing fear, okay? And I ask you, my faithful ones, to do the same, right? Say, even though they're pushing fear right now, right? I'm going to show gratitude, right? Because my Lord is stronger. My Lord made me courageous. My Lord made me strong. And I'm not going with this fear lifestyle, this fear way of thinking. I'm going to stay strong because I know it's my Lord's will for me to stay strong, but also to be grateful, right? And sometimes you say, well, gosh, especially if times might be a little hard, you'd be like, well, what do I got to be grateful for? I don't have enough for my bills. Maybe my mortgage is running a little late, maybe my car payment's a little off. Those things happen, right? But understand, right, that gratitude, it starts at the base, right? Did you wake up and you have a home? Is the fridge on? Is it cold, right? Is the pantry full of food? Right, those are the base. There's your base gratefulness right there. All right, that's what you should be showing gratitude for because all that other stuff is stacked blessings upon the blessings you've already got. And if you look at it, right, like here in America, right, we have a lot of things that people in other countries don't have. Not at the rate that we have it. Right, we have full fridges, we have full pantries. Our clothes we could pick and choose, so on and so forth. Right, and that's not all over the world, right? So that's when we talk about gratitude, right? It's just to take a moment and go, I have a home, the electricity's on, my internet is on point, I got food that I like in my fridge, I have a beautiful family, I have a little pet, whatever the case may be, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm going to show gratitude to my Lord, right? Because He's providing you blessings every day. And when we stop and think about what he thinks about gratitude, and it says God views gratitude as a vital daily lifestyle, rather just an emotion, commanding believers to give thanks in all circumstances as His will. Right? So that's what He's asking us to do in the good times, the bad times, the times that are somewhere in between, to just take a moment and show gratitude, for the blessings that we have. And sometimes they're going to be stacked a lot higher than other times. And that's just life. It's what it is, right? It's what makes us strong, right? If we always were surrounded with riches per se, right, and maybe didn't even have to work for them, right, that's not going to make us strong, right? And it could even affect our gratitude because we really didn't work for it. We just got it, right? So just know this, right, that it's a beautiful thing um, to be gracious. It's a beautiful thing to show gratitude. And you can show gratitude to your parents, you can show gratitude to your loved ones, your husband, wife. There's so many things to be gracious for, right? But sometimes we have to stop and take a moment to really um, get it down to the base, right? And what I wanted to do was share a couple things, a few things actually that you could use as a little tool, to build your gracious habits per se. And the first one is think about three blessings, right? That happened today, right? And write them down. And Think about it. Was it somebody that brought you a cup of coffee that you weren't expecting? Um, did somebody give you their parking spot? Did somebody let you cut in line? Those are blessings, right? And be gracious for them. Thank that person, right? Take a moment. And then, like I said, on a daily basis, if you do this, what you're going to find out is there's a lot of little things that are blessings that happen in your daily life. And sometimes we're so busy focusing on the target and the goal and everything else that we don't even realize these things are happening as a blessing, but they are. And I just want to be the reminder that that's the way it goes down, man. And then the glance back, right? This is a new one for me too, and it's kind of like saying to take a glance back and think of a past hardship that you successfully overcame, right? So you're looking back, and then you just turn right back around, right? It's in your past. It's something you accomplished. It's something you conquered. Glory be. Also, I say a thank you note, right? Send a thank you note to somebody, right, that maybe did something for you at work um, that they really maybe didn't have to do, right? Or maybe maybe the gardener trimmed the hedges in some beautiful way and he didn't have to. Maybe, somebody, um, just went out of their way to help you in the parking lot of the supermarket, right? Um, thank them, right? And I think that just having the attitude of gratitude, as they say, right, it really lifts us up. And it's not only spiritual, right? Because we already know that God loves gratitude and God loves to hear us be grateful. But it's also there's scientific benefits to it too. It's known to lower stress up to about 23%. When you're in your attitude of gratitude, they're saying that you can lower your stress levels, your cortisol, by about 23%. It improves sleep. Um, when you're at a level of graciousness where you're really working your stress away, your worry away, and you're really concentrating on being grateful and showing gratitude, you sleep better too. And they say it boosts mood, right? It releases dopamine and serotonin in the brain when you're in an attitude of gratitude, when you're showing that gratitude and being gracious. And I just want to share these things with you because, like I said, sometimes we are getting too caught up with what's going on, and maybe people are pushing fear and trying to sway us one way or another, and we get away from that whole gratitude thing. But I'm saying let's pull it back. Let's be faithful. Let's be strong, right? Let's push, the gratitude in our life and try to embrace it. And also, when you share it with other folks, they take the example and they're like, oh, well, that was nice, right? When they get that note saying thank you, right? Or when you really thank that person genuinely for giving you their place in line. Believe me, they're taking notes in their mind and going, oh, well, that was sweet, right? And know that this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's a verse in 118, 24, a psalm. And I want you to know that I believe in that, right? I think it's a very beautiful psalm. And I think that we, as a people, got to step above whatever society is pushing right now and say, you know what? I'm gonna embrace gratitude, even though right now I'm not at the top of my game. I'm working it. I'm working it. I'm getting there. But right now, I'm gonna break it down with an attitude of gratitude, and I do it I should say, with a good position of faith, with a good position with the Lord, and Him knowing that I'm trying my best to be gracious and show gratitude. And with that, I'm signing off, and I want to tell you that I really enjoy all the love I'm getting online, and we're only going to go bigger. To the faithful, God bless you.